I know that the people that clicked on this video are wondering why I have the Boston Celtics in 6. I mean, you got Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, the dynasty in the Warriors. They're gold-blooded, right? No, Boston in 6. I don't normally do that at the beginning of my videos because it kind of defeats the purpose of watching the damn video, but I had to let you guys know. But hear me out real quick. Hear me out. This whole entire video is about to explain why I believe the Boston Celtics will be NBA champions. Just stay tuned. But before we get into all that, I gotta let you guys know how damn excited I am for this series. I mean, with face value, it's just written on the damn wall. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, Draymond Green versus Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum, all them guys. The best offense in the NBA right now versus the best defense, and it's gonna be a damn dogfight. I know I said that about the Miami Heat versus Celtics series, but this is for real. This is exactly what I'm talking about when I say a dogfight. I've been wanting this since like 2018. I mean, damn near even 2016, where the Celtics were the 9 and 73 and 9, I guess you can say. I mean, there was 9 other teams that beat them, but we were one of them. And that was to snap their home streak that they had. I think it was like 40 games or some shit like that. That game was good. The game where we came back from 19 points, that game was good. In 2021, Curry hit that crazy shot against Grant Williams, the 4-point play. That game was good. Jayson Tatum had like 44 points that game. Curry had like 41. It was amazing. And then we get to this season, Marcus Smart accidentally, hurts Curry's ankle. Warriors fans are pissed. Steve Kerr's pissed. Everyone's pissed. And now we're here. The NBA Finals, man. I'm so excited for this, man. And it's kind of crazy because these teams kind of do have parallels, but we're going to get to that in a little bit. I want to tell you guys that I kind of structured this video a little weird. I don't know really how to structure videos. I just talk off the top of my dome, but I had this structured into like 5 parts. I mean, number 1 was excitement. I mean, because I'm excited for this series. But number 2, it is the number 1 thing that everybody has been talking about when it comes to this finals matchup, and that is the experience. The Boston Celtics are walking in to this playoffs with absolutely no experience under their belt. None of the players have been to an NBA Finals appearance ever in their life. So this will be a first for every single one of them, but one person who people continuously forget, and that is Ime Udoka. I know that there's many people probably being like, what the hell? Ime Udoka is not part of the team. What are you talking about? He's the coach, blah, 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 blah. But it is very, very good that our coach has finals experience. Regardless if the man was an assistant coach for the Spurs whenever he made it there, but he was still there. He was coaching under Greg Popovich, one of the best coaches of all time, if not the best coach of all time, and got the job done in 2014. He knows what it takes to be in a championship game, and he knows what it takes to win a championship game. He knows it. And there's no other better guy on our team to have the experience other than our coach, our rookie head coach, a guy who said, this is what's about to happen. This is how we're going to play basketball. And all of the players followed that. Now you bring that to the NBA Finals. I've been here before. Let me show you guys the ropes and let's build off of that. That's what we've been doing all season long. And it's going to show in the NBA Finals. But with the Golden State Warriors, it's kind of crazy because they have 123 games combined in the finals alone. And most of that makes up of their 3 guys, Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. And it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy because 123 games is a lot of damn games, especially for the finals. But if you ask me, I really just don't give a damn about all the 123 combined NBA Finals games that the Warriors have, because my Boston Celtics have enough playoff experience to know about playoff atmosphere and playoff basketball. And I know people could probably say that the NBA Finals is a different breed, but I mean, Al Horford playing in 144 playoff games, I'm pretty sure that that is enough experience to get through the NBA Finals. Jayson Tatum's been to like, what, 3 conference finals? JB's been to 4. Marcus Smart's been to 4. Al Horford's been to what? 2. We have the playoff experience to get through the NBA Finals. The third part of this video that I got is the matchups. I really do want to talk about these matchups because I genuinely do think that it favors Boston as well. I really do think that this is a defensive matchup nightmare for the Golden State Warriors solely because of the switchability that the Boston Celtics have. I mean, number 1, the Boston Celtics have the height advantage on the Warriors in the front court and the back court. I know it might not be by much, but that 1 inch could make a difference. Pause. Second of all, being able to guard Curry is gonna have to be a full-time job in this whole entire series. And I feel like we have guys like Marcus Smart, or maybe even a Jaylen Brown, or maybe even hell a Derek White can, stick onto Curry and run around with him as much as he does for 48 minutes. I really do think that we have guys like that. Our defense, in my opinion, is more physical than theirs, and I feel like our bigs and our guards can really, keep up with him and be able to contest that type of shot. It's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of running around and a lot of goddamn cardio, but I feel like we can pull it off, man. Another thing that I want to talk about is who is going to be guarding Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I'm pretty sure that Draymond Green will be guarding Jayson Tatum. I feel like that is probably going to be his primary matchup because of how much Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum loves to drive to the hoop, and that same case can be made for Jaylen Brown. I really do think that Andrew Wiggins is going to be the one guarding Jaylen Brown. Just because of how good one-on-one Jaylen Brown is and how good of a defender one-on-one Andrew Wiggins is. I think that can stop him as well. And I really do think that there is people in like Twitter or like YouTube or like, very like higher ups like Stephen A. Smith or Max Kellerman or JJ Redick or people like that who are really underestimating the Warriors defense because they do have very, very good one-on-one defenders. And not to mention they are second in the league in defense right behind us. I think that we're tied. I think we're both tied at like 106.9. They're a very good defensive team for a reason. The stats show it, the eye test shows it. And I feel like many people are so focused on Boston's defense that they're forgetting about the Golden State Warriors defense and what they bring to the table because they have GP2 who's coming back. They have Andrew Wiggins, who's a very good one-on-one defender. They have Draymond Green, who's a very good one-on-one defender and team defender and help defender. They also have Andrew Wiggins. They also have Klay Thompson who can clamp up sometimes. They also have Steph Curry who can clamp up sometimes. I haven't even mentioned Otto Porter. I haven't even mentioned Andre Iguodala who's trying to come back. Is Iggy still good? Do you guys think Iggy's still good? I don't know. I haven't seen a nigga play hoops in so long. I just said play hoops. That's crazy. I'm kind of intrigued to see what they can bring to the table, man. I'm excited, bro. The fourth thing I want to talk about is my concern for both teams. Before I made this video, I actually had made a previous video. I didn't like the way that video came out, so I wanted to actually structure a video and put this up right before the game starts. But I was watching Kenny's video. Kenny, for real, y'all can go subscribe to my boy. That is my guy. I'm going to talk about my concerns for both teams because I love to talk very, very highly about teams on this channel. So now I want to talk about, the negative things and what they can probably, bring negatively to the team that can help the other team out and possibly win the whole entire series and win the championship. But the number one thing for the Boston Celtics for me is Rob Williams' health. The way that this guy impacts the game is very, very crazy because it was basically like me coming on this channel and being like, if this guy plays, you guys probably will not win. And that's exactly how it was the whole entire Miami series. I do feel like this team does not run properly unless Rob Williams is on the floor. I mean, if Jayson Tatum is driving to the rack and, let's say he misses, putbacks right there, that's an easy 2 points. What if we need those 2 points to win the game? Rob Williams is getting those extra boards, those extra points, those blocks that we need, those momentum shifting blocks, those momentum shifting putbacks to, silence crowds or possibly get our crowd going or, maybe stop a run or maybe, start a run. Rob Williams is that guy and he is that person. And there is a reason why he is our starting center on our team. And if that's not on the court, I really do think that the team can fall apart. It's happened numerous of times. Another thing that I want to talk about, and not many people want to say it, but I'll say it anyway, is Jayson Tatum's consistency. We can go back to game 3 in the Eastern Conference Finals, where I personally think that this was this nigga's worst performance he has ever had in the playoffs. Hell, I can even say his worst performance that he's ever had in his whole entire career. Let me just look up this man's stats real quick. Jayson Tatum had easily one of his worst performances, man, and I'm looking at it right now. The man had 10 points. He got 10 points in game 3, shot 3 for 14. I don't know what percentage that is, but number one, you shouldn't be taking 14 shots as the leading guy on offense. This team is built through Jayson Tatum, and our guy taking 14 shots, that's a problem. That's the same thing with first round with Kevin Durant. Him only taking 11 shots in a playoff game as the number one guy is unacceptable, regardless of all the excuses and all the, scapegoats that you want to make. And it's not like he was trying to get to the line either. He had 4 attempts at the free throw line and only made 3 of them. A grown-ass man scoring 10 points in 41 minutes. You build a team around me, and I'm out there for 41 minutes, I guarantee you I'm giving you more than 10 points. I guarantee it. But all jokes aside, Jayson Tatum, this is unacceptable. We cannot be having these type of games in the NBA Finals, especially against the Warriors. Because this Warriors team is better than what the Miami Heat were. This Warriors team, if you're turning the ball over or you're not hitting your shots, this Golden State team will go right down to the other side of the court and hit another three. And next thing you know, 5 minutes later, you're down by fucking 25. It's just how it goes with the Warriors, man. And they cannot be having games like this from Jayson Tatum because it just won't cut it. Jayson Tatum needs to be at his A game every single minute he's on that damn court, or this team will not get banner 18. Going back to the 2017-18 season, when Jayson Tatum was just a rookie in the playoffs, doing his thing, being the player that we all thought that he was going to be in year one, doing his thing then, and then year two comes around, we see the inconsistency, but we're like, he's young, he'll, break out of it. Year three, same thing. Year four, same thing. And then now we're at year 5, and then he started the season off like that. Absolutely horrible. His good games are like really, really good. But then his bad games are really, really fucking bad. And it really reminds me of James Harden and Russell Westbrook. And I fucking hate saying that because I have never seen James Harden or Russell Westbrook lead a team to the NBA Finals the way that Jayson Tatum just did. I really hope that he breaks that inconsistency that he likes to have, because if his shots aren't falling, then it's really, really bad. But if his shots are falling, damn, you're almost guaranteed that you're about to win the game. But enough of the Boston Celtics. I want to talk about the Golden State Warriors for a second and the concerns that I have for them as a team. And the first thing that I think of is a thing that I already mentioned previously in this video, and it's the size of the Golden State Warriors. I do not know how the hell they are going to be able to get to the rack or even grab rebounds over Rob Williams and Al Horford. I don't see how they're going to do it. Rob is 6'9". Al Horford is 6'10". Not to mention Rob Williams, he has a 7'6" wingspan. I think that's the longest in the NBA, actually. I have no clue. But I don't know how the hell Kevon Looney or Draymond Green are going to even be able to remotely grab rebounds over them. The shit that Kevon Looney was doing in the Western Conference Finals and in the second round is not going to be able to happen this series. We're not going to be able to see no Kayvon Abdul-Jabbar. It's not about to happen, man. If that does happen, I will shut the fuck up and I will praise this man, Kevon Looney, for everything that he's been able to do for the Warriors organization, because that is crazy. That is just crazy. That's crazy thinking, you know what I'm saying? It's really concerning because the Boston Celtics were able to use that size against the Miami Heat and draw tons of fouls, and I feel like we can see the same thing happen in this series because the Celtics, they just wiped the board. They wiped the board with the size. Marcus Smart's taller than Curry. Brown is taller than Clay. Tatum is taller than Wiggs. Al is taller than Dre. Rob is taller than Looney. So it's like, what the fuck do you do about that? Not to mention, you got a guy on your bench who can play very, very good defense in Derek White, who's also 6'4", who's also taller than Curry. I don't know what they're going to be able to do, or what the defensive scheme's going to be, or what the offensive scheme's going to be to beat this team. But I'm very intrigued to see it. I'm very, very excited to see what they got going on, man. And the second thing that I want to talk about with the Warriors is how the hell do they stop the defensive versatility of the Boston Celtics? This is another thing that I said I was going to get into, and we're about to get into it right now. The way that the Boston Celtics can switch onto basically anybody on that Warriors team and hold their own is just absolutely crazy to me. And that is something that the Warriors' previous opponents wouldn't be able to do. Because, I mean, in the first round, they played the Nuggets, who really aren't on shit unless they got their guys. They don't really have that many good defenders on their team. I mean, you can say Jokic probably. You can say Aaron Gordon's a good defender. Will Barton's a good defender. Monte Morris, if you ask me, is a plus defender. Maybe. I don't know. But in the second round, that's where they really had their biggest, challenge on the defensive end, when they were going against Jaren Jackson Jr. and Brandon Clark, who was giving them the business. They barely got out of that because Looney's ass was grabbing rebounds. They got lucky by getting the Mavericks, who really couldn't play defense to save their life in this damn series when they were looking like a really good defensive team. But who knows how the hell that happened. They've never faced a defense like the Boston Celtics. They really haven't. And I can say the same thing for the Boston Celtics. They've never faced an offense like the Golden State Warriors, but I think that they have the recipe to stop that. They have so many catch and shoot guys who can just get the ball, shoot it, and then make it, like damn near every single time. They have Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole, Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time. Draymond Green can hit these type of shots as well. Nemanja Bjelica likes to take shots from way outside by the damn logo. They got Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga. All these guys can catch and shoot. You know what I'm saying? All these guys can catch and shoot. But if you make as many ISO plays as possible, like on like guys like Curry or guys like Klay, who, you know, kind of quote unquote struggle to, you know, create their own shot. But my fifth and final point as to why I think the Boston Celtics are going to win the NBA championship is that they are the underdog. When the odds are not stacked in their favor, that's when they play their best basketball. When everyone was counting them out saying Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum, they cannot play together. We need to trade one of them. Trade Marcus Smart, fire Ime Udoka. Everyone was giving up on the Boston Celtics, and guess what they did mid-season? January flipped, and so did they. The energy for sure switched. When they are the underdog, they play at their best, and I feel like everybody is counting them out. I feel like most people are just going to pick the Golden State Warriors because they've been there 6 times out of 8. They know what they're doing. They have 123 playoff games under their belt, or finals games under their belt. They know what they're doing. They have Stephen Curry. They have Klay Thompson, 2 of the best shooters of all time. Draymond Green, who's got 3 rings. Klay, who's got 3 rings. Curry, who's got 3 rings. Everyone knows about the Golden State Warriors and what they have accomplished in their past. But that was when they had Kevin Durant on their team. This team is beatable. This team is beatable. I think that of all the times that they've been to the NBA Finals, this is probably their weakest team. And out of all the times that we have been to the NBA Finals, I think this is one of our strongest teams that we have ever fucking had. And I feel like people tend to pick the team that they, you know, are familiar with. The thing is, we know about winning championships. I mean, it's the reason why we're tied for the most championships in NBA history right now. We got 17 of them things. At the end of 3 weeks, we are going to have 18. I got the Boston Celtics in 6, and I don't think I'm going to waver from that. I think that our team is built for the NBA Finals. I think our team is well mature to be in the NBA Finals, and I think that we can beat this team. I think a lot of people are saying that the Golden State Warriors, they have the craziest crowd. They haven't lost at home yet. But they were saying the same thing about the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat haven't lost a game at home yet. And guess what we did game 2? We went out there and we mopped the fucking floor with them. We can do the same thing with the Golden State Warriors. I'm not afraid of Chase Center. I'm not afraid of their fans. I'm not afraid of Curry. I'm not afraid of Klay. I'm not afraid of Dre. I'm not afraid of Steve Kerr or whoever the hell you want to throw at us. Throw them at us because it's us versus everybody. It's been like that since round 1. It's been like that since round 2 and round 3. We're not running from no one. We don't duck no smoke. That's what we're here for. We're here to learn. We're here to win championships, and we're here to win. It's just how it is. I got Boston Celtics in 6. This is about to be an amazing finals matchup, man. I'm so damn excited, bro.